Hello and welcome back to my channel Daru with Devyn. I am Devyn and this is Daru. And no prizes for guessing. Today we have Old Monk, or like my brother likes to call it, Khopri. But before I start the video, if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. If you like the video, leave a like below and comment your experiences with Old Monk. Now back to the video. Earlier, a few days back, I had put up a poll on my Instagram where I asked what kind of content everyone wants to see on the channel, and an overwhelming response was towards alcohol theory and alcohol history. And so this is exactly that in this video. We're talking about rum today. A quick explanation of what rum is. Rum comes from tropical countries where sugarcane is in abundance. So rum is a distilled spirit which is made out of sugarcane juice. So tropical belt, Jamaica, Brazil, Southeast Asian countries, Indonesia, Philippines, India are primarily the countries that have sugarcane in abundance and produce rum. Any country which has anything in an abundance, potatoes with Russia, cashew apples with Goa, will use that to produce their alcohol. So this is a quick lesson in what rum is. A distilled beverage made out of sugarcane or molasses, which is a byproduct of sugar refining. Coming back to Old Monk and its history. So in 1855, a British person by the name of Edward Abraham Dyer, the father of Reginald Dyer, purchased a brewery in Kasoli where he first produced India's first beer, Eagle beer, which was aimed at the British Army because it was very expensive to import the beer from Britain. So in 1855, he had a brewery set up in Kasoli. Reginald Dyer was the person who was responsible for commanding the attacks on Jallianwala Bagh in 1919. So this is a bit of a dark past that is correlated to Old Monk. Now in 1930, a person by the name H.G. Meakin purchased the Indian assets of the company from Mr. Dyer, and they together formed Dyer Meakin breweries. Now cut to 1949, post-independence India. A gentleman by the name Narendra Nath Mohan had purchased the brewery from the British as they were leaving and finally renamed it to Mohan Meakin Limited, which it is called to this date. Now Mohan Meakin sounds like an odd name. It's because it is two people, Mohan and Meakin, put together. 1949, Mohan Meakin shifts his factory from Kasoli to a much more industrial area in Ghaziabad. And his son, Ved Ratan Meakin, in 1956, introduces Old Monk. Now, Old Monk is greatly inspired by Ved Ratan's experience going to Europe, where he saw Dom Benedictine and how the Benedictine monks produce their spirit, a closely guarded secret of alcohol flavored with spices, aged in oak barrels, and that he wanted to replicate in some way, and that's how he came up with Old Monk, a rum that has been aged for 7 years in oak barrels, unless it is gold reserve, which is 12 years, which is again a very fantastic product for something which is only 650 rupees a bottle. So in 1956, 19 December, the world is introduced to Old Monk, and this 19 December will be the 69th birthday of Old Monk. Ved Ratan Meakin, inspired by Benedictine monks, comes up with instant classic. People identify with the taste of something which is purely vanilla, chocolate, raisins, and it's an instant classic. Everyone in their life, if are introduced to alcohol, would have had Old Monk at some point of time, and that's why I'm not really talking about its flavor, because we have all experienced it, good, bad, great ways of having Old Monk and have our own memories with it. I personally had my first drink when I was 2 years old, and a family friend dipped his finger and made me just taste Old Monk, and then I slept for 5 hours. So this is officially my first drink. But why am I talking about Old Monk today? Uh, as it happens to be, all the way up to 2015, Old Monk saw a very steady growth in its market share. But since then, it has been on a steady decline. And that is because there have been alternatives. People have started moving towards white spirit. The gin movement is on an uprising. But we should not forget the fact that this is one of the first beverages to come out of independent India. It is a quality product for a price which is still extremely cheap. 650 rupees for a bottle is very reasonable, and we should be proud about the history and legacy that it carries, even though it has a somewhat dark association to a horrible event. So I am just here to tell you some ways you can enjoy Old Monk apart from waiting for winters and having it in a hot toddy. I already poured myself a little bit of a swig because I couldn't stop. You get vanilla on the nose, oak barrel 7 years, raisins, toffee, caramel. So this is a very nice way you can enjoy vanilla ice cream or a cold coffee or put it in your hot tea. Or you can make what I like personally uh, is a riff on a pina colada where 60 ml Old Monk, 60 ml orange juice, 60 ml pineapple juice, and 30 ml of melted vanilla ice cream. Buzz it with lots of ice in a high power blender and pour it and garnish it with either orange slice or a pineapple cube and have it with a straw. And that is one of the most summery drinks you can have during these hot monsoon sultry weather. And yeah, do not forget this spirit. Do not let this spirit be chased into oblivion. There was a time where there was a shortage of Old Monk and it wasn't very easily available in the market. Don't let that happen. Don't let the idea that it is in some way an inferior spirit drive you away from it. It is not. It is a quality product that has proper legacy behind it. Yeah, so again, please like this video, share it with your friends, make other people aware about the fact that Old Monk is here and it's here to stay. And yeah, I will see you with more content. Leave down in the comments below what you want to see next, and till then, bye.